Chapter 5 Language and Customs. Most people can learn a little Japanese, and Japanese people like it when visitors speak their language. But to speak Japanese well, that is not easy. There are 3 kinds of writing in Japanese. In kanji, pictures make words, but in hiragana and katakana, there is a letter for every sound. You use hiragana for Japanese words and katakana for words from other languages, like English. You can learn hiragana and katakana quickly and say the words easily, but that is not everything. In Japanese, you use different words for older and younger people and for important people too. Men and women use different words too, and people speak Japanese differently in different parts of the country, so you need to learn a lot of different things. There are other things to learn about life in Japan. For example, never wash in the bath in Japan. Japanese people always wash outside the bath first, so the dirty water stays out of the bath. Then they get into the bath. You must be careful about shoes in Japan too. Japanese people do not wear their shoes in the house. They leave their shoes at the door, so the floor or the tatami mats do not get dirty. Sometimes Japanese people wear wooden shoes called geta. You can get these shoes on and off easily when you need to. Saying hello to people in Japan is different too. Japanese people bow when they meet people, and they give a bigger bow for older or more important people. When you talk to or about someone, you must always say san or sama after their name. Japan has many old customs, and one of the most important is the tea ceremony. Tea came to Japan from China in the 700s. At a tea ceremony, everyone first meets the other people at the ceremony and then walks in the garden of the tea house. In a small room, the tea maker then makes green tea very carefully, and everyone watches. Now the visitors bow, drink their tea, and eat. At a tea ceremony, everyone must live now. You must watch the tea and the tea maker and not think about other things. Many visitors like to go to a tea ceremony, and many also like to see Japan's famous cherry blossom. There are many cherry trees in Japan, and in April they always have lots of cherry or beautiful blossoms. At this time, lots of people go to sit and eat under the trees in the day and at night, and look at the blossom. There are cherry blossom festivals too. These cherry blossom festivals are some of the many festivals in Japan at different times in the year. Festivals are very important for Japanese people. The most important festival is New Year's Day, when families often visit temples and shrines. Many people eat noodles on the day before New Year's Day because they want to live for a long time. Does this help? Well, perhaps. In November, for one of these festivals, families take 3, 5, and 7-year-old children to shrines, and you can see many children in beautiful clothes. At the shrines, families say thank you for their children and pray for them. One of the biggest and most famous festivals in Tokyo is the Kanda Matsuri in May. For this festival, people wear clothes from old times and carry 100 small shrines through the streets of Tokyo. Japanese people and visitors love watching this very happy festival. For festivals and for other important days, many people in Japan wear wonderful clothes called kimonos. New kimonos are very expensive, but beautiful, and people often keep them in their families for many years. Women wear kimonos, carry fans, and wear beautiful combs in their hair. Some women, called geisha, wear kimonos to work. The first geisha began to work in Japan about 300 years ago, and you can find them in some cities today. Geisha learn Japanese arts like music and singing. They wear wonderful kimonos, and they do their hair with beautiful combs. Their faces are very white, and their mouths are red.